Plenary Council, I think, is a wonderful invitation for us in Australia to listen to one another and to really take a step in courage. I was thinking of my daughter recently. She went bungee jumping, and it's like the council is taking us to the edge of the cliff, if you like, and to look out on a new vista together. It's an invitation to take our courage in hand. But I think it's more than that. It's more than just looking out about what's possible. It's then having that courage to actually take that leap in faith.
Oh, I hope that people will rediscover the gospel and the ways of living it in their local communities, in ordinary parishes, in families, and find a way into the future. I think we're in a different world. Things have changed a lot, so we need to really try and listen to each other, and in that find what God is saying to us about the future.
I hope that we have an open and an honest discussion, and we come up with something real, something that we're going to get out, something that we're going to live, and something that takes us into the future.
I think God is asking us to step outside our comfort zone, asking the Holy Spirit for the discernment to understand what really will the future of the Catholic Church look like here in Australia.
The words that come to my mind are around humility and gentleness, and trying to reclaim how we understand Jesus in the contemporary world. So something about going back to the story of Jesus and thinking about what that looks like for us in the contemporary world.
The first thing that comes to mind is that I think God's asking us to really listen to one another, to hear one another's stories, and to hear what's important to the members of the church, those both who are active and those who are perhaps not so active. And to hear what others are saying about the church and what they would like it to be in the country.
God is asking me to be a listener, to express what I feel is important to me as a Christian and for the church.
To me, the Plenary Council is an opportunity for the church to listen to one another and to understand where we are at this point in time and how we can move forward as a church responding to God's call to love one another as we should.
My hope for the Plenary Council is that everyone feels that they have something to share of their story, their faith, their joys and their hopes, and that together we might plan and build for the future of our church in our beloved country, Australia.
I think God is asking of us, of the church in Australia today, to put Jesus in the centre of all of our conversations and to put love at the centre of all of those conversations too.
The Plenary Council is a wonderful opportunity, I think, for us to come together, to really listen to one another, to take some time out and to give some real thought and reflection to the way in which we're living our lives and how we might address the issues, the great challenges that Australia is facing at the moment.
So, the journey towards Plenary Council has begun. It's time for your voice to be heard. Sharing your stories, giving your thoughts, asking your questions, giving us your submissions online is how the Plenary Council agenda will be built. The time is now. The process is open until Ash Wednesday next year, and there's groups gathering all over the country. You can get together your friends, your family, your colleagues, and consider the question, what do you think that God is asking of us in Australia at this time? Get involved. Check out the Plenary Council webpage, plenarycouncil.catholic.org.au. You'll find all the information and resources you need.